Cases of white grapes: Colotrachea serrata, Colotrachea sanguinea, Leucopolis, Lepidophora. Family: Scarabidae. Order: Coleoptera. Is a cosmopolitan and polyphagous pest. Very huge damage is caused due to the white grape in western Maharashtra in a sugarcane belt in the last 3 to 5 years. Losses due to the white grape is near about 30 to 160 metric ton per hectare in yield has been recorded. How much losses? 30 to 160 metric ton in a yield. In a yield, these losses have been recorded. Host plant, larval, grub host plant, these are the different, and adult stage host, which are the different. This is the cosmopolitan and polyphagous pest having a huge host range of a grubs. Adult have a limited host range, mainly adult host. Adult host, anybody can say adult host. कुणाला माहिती आहेत का adult चे host? Adult of a white grape feeds on. जरा व्हिडिओ चालू करा, तुमचे व्हिडिओ चालू करा. व्हिडिओ चालू करा. आवाज येते का? व्हिडिओ चालू करा सर्वांनी. Which are the host plant of a adult white grape? अडल्ट व्हाईट ग्रेपचे होस्ट प्लांट काय आहेत सांगता येईल? अडल्ट ऑफ ए व्हाईट ग्रेप फीड्स ऑन. Adult of a white grape feeds on. लास्ट प्रॅक्टिकल तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे. निकम 73 नंबर, ACR 73. अनम्यूट करा.
सर.
हा सांगा, अडल्ट होस्ट कुठले आहेत व्हाईट ग्रेपचे? माहिती आहे का? निकम माहिती आहे का?
नाही.
कुणाला माहिती आहे त्यांनी सांगा. पाटील 81.
हॅलो सर, रूल्स ऑफ
हा पाटील सांगा.
रूट्स वर फीड करते.
adult host of white grub. फ्रायडेच्या प्रॅक्टिकल मध्ये तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं होतं अडल्टचे होस्ट काय आहे. इम्पॉर्टंट क्वेश्चन आहे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह साठी. adult of a white grub feeds on leaves of neem, subabul, शेवगा, बेर, tamarind, बेल, गुलमोहर etc. सांगा, निकम सांगा. निकम 73 काय सांगितले होस्ट मी अडल्टचे.
root,
आता किती 1 सेकंद झाला का सांगून निकम.
subabul,
सुबाबुळ. हा 7 ट्रीची नाव सांगितली मी आता. 7 नीम, सुबाबुळ, शेवगा, बेर, टॅमॅरिंड, बेल, गुलमोहर. याच्यावरती अडल्ट काय करतात, फीड करतात. लार्वल होस्ट 97 2018.
Yes, sir.
Larval or grub stage host plant. ग्रब कशावरती फीड करते, कुठल्या पोर्शन वरती प्लांटच्या फीड करते. ऑन विच पोर्शन ऑफ प्लांट ग्रब्स अटॅक रुपीज. व्हाईट ग्रब
Root,
कुठल्या पोर्शन वरती ते प्लांटच्या.
root stem.
हा कुठल्या क्रॉप रूट असतात, क्रॉपची नावं सांगा.
Bear, शेवगा, सोबाबूळ, नीम, गुलमोहर आणि टॅमॅरिंड.
ग्रबचे विचारले, ग्रबचे नाही. ग्रब हे अडल्टचे होस्ट झाले. सुबाबूळ, बेर, नीम, टॅमॅरिंड, गुलमोहर. हे लिव्स वरती फीड करतात अडल्ट, नॉट ऑन ए रूट्स. Grub is a polyphagous pest. Mainly number of crops infested by the grubs: sugarcane, groundnut, jawar, maize, paddy, chili, tobacco, vegetables, grasses, perennial trees like guava, citrus, peach, having a very wide host range. The pest is active mainly in a Kharif season. The grubs feed on a roots. Mainly grubs cause damage to the roots and rootlets. Roots are damaged and the cane becomes yellowish and get dried up. Sometimes cavity is formed in the underground portion of a cane. The attacked plant can be easily pulled out from the soil. Then management practices for the adult stage of white grubs: collection of beetles by shaking host trees like neem, babul, bear at night hours and their destruction in kerosinized water. Why? Due to the night hours we should collection of beetles, because adult beetle mainly feeds on a neem or other host during the night hours. So shaking of a host trees during a night hours and their destruction in kerosinized water collection and destruction of grubs from the field at the time of weeding and interculturing. grub stage ची size किती असते? near about 10 to 15 centimeter. So easily we can collect grubs from the field. Then flooding of the field, this is also useful for the control of a grub stage. In the endemic pockets means endemic pest or endemic area means continuously infestation of that pest is in that particular pockets or a region, that is the endemic pocket. In the endemic area, if the average number of beetles per trees is 20 or more than 20, the host trees of a adult should be sprayed with a 0.1% carbaryl in a monsoon on community basis. On a community basis means in a groups or in a large scale, spraying of 0.1% carbaryl if the beetles noticed 20 or more than 20 per trees. At that time, we should application of 0.1% carbaryl in a community trial or community basis. Then soil application with phenol phos 5% granule, borate 10% granule, carbofuran 3% granule at the rate 25 kg per hectare at the time of plant preparation. Application with the FYM. Soil application of phenol phos 5% granule, borate 10% granule, carbofuran 3% granule at the rate of 25 kg per hectare. These are the management practices for the control of white grub. Also, biopesticides like metrrhizium anisopli is also effective to the grub stage as well as adult stage of a white grub. So mainly white grub, the infesting stage is the grub and adult feeds on various leaves of various tree leaves. These are the infected photographs of a sugarcane crop. The next one important pest of sugarcane, that is the termites. Scientific name Odonotodermus obeses, family Termitidae, order Isoptera. Termites are also called as white ants because their immature stages looks like a whitish in color. That's why it is called as a white ant. These are the social and polymorphic insect. Social insect means कोणाला सांगता येईल social insect? Social insect कोणाला म्हणायचं social insect? सोशल इन्सेक्ट म्हणजे काय? social insect means those insect which are living in a groups or in a colony or in a groups. Human is also social animals, means living in a groups. Polymorphic means having a different shape or different caste of a insect. Polymorphic insect having two pairs of similar deciduous wings live together forming a large communities. The termites, this is the most destructive insect, mainly feed on a wood portion of a plant. The termites are called also white ants, but they are neither completely white in color nor the ants. One can easily differentiate this from ants by the absence of a construction between the thorax and the abdomen. This is present in ants. However, more than 1,700 species of termites are known today. Some common genera are Macrotermus, Mastotermus, Odontotermus, Calotermus, Nositus, Leucotermus, Coptotermus, Achotermopsis, Zootermopsis. Then habit and habitat of termites. Termites mainly are the nocturnal and they prefer live in a darkness condition. Mainly they make termitoria, that is the house of termites, and living in a dark conditions. They cannot withstand the exposure of dry air. Therefore, they construct the tunnels in a earth and in a wood because they are the soft-bodied insect. So they cannot survive in a dry condition, extreme hot condition. So that's why they construct the tunnels in the earth or in the wood. The termites are best known nest building insect since they bore through wood causing much damage. They can digest wood with the help of symbiotic flagellates such as Trichonympha campanula living in their intestine and passed on from generation to generation. So mainly termites feed on a dry woods, and this wood can be digested with the help of a symbiotic flagellates which is living in their intestine. That symbiotic flagellates, that is the Trichonympha campanula. This is the symbiotic flagellates which is helpful for the termites to digest the uh, wood material. These are social insects forming large communities and well marked polymorphic individuals. This is the their nest of a termites which is in a underground or in a soil. So these are the well-known soil builders or soil nest formed due to the termites in soil. Only adult after fully development and having a wings, they can take their flights from the soil for the purpose of mating, and other stages which are remain in a soil, only adult which is comes out for the mating or fertilization. So queen is the only one queen found in a colony of a termites. Number of There are the number of workers and near about hundreds of soldiers which are remain in a soil. Most of the population of a workers in 1,000 drones in a mainly in a hundreds of a drones, and drones or soldiers, and only one queen in a single colony. Then life cycle in that eggs, which is dull kidney shape and hatch in 30 to 90 days, which are laid in their colony. So adult of a termites, that is the queen of termites, that is the prolific breeder and also called as a egg laying machine, because these queen deposit near about 1 eggs per second, or 70,000 to 80,000 eggs in 24 hours. That's why it is called as a egg laying machine. 1 egg per second, or 70,000 to 80,000 eggs in 24 hours. And this queen having a lifespan, it lives for 5 to 10 years. Then next one, that is the workers, which is molt 8 to 9 times and full grown in 6 to 11 months. Adult having a wings, cream in color, resembling ants, with a dark colored head. This is the soldiers, also called, which are apterous males and females with no sex organs. A soldier has a large chitinous head, big mandibles, and color is a pale yellowish in color. In that soldiers is the great modification in their mandibles, because soldiers protect the colonies. That's why their mandibles are big in size and well or strongly chitinized sickle-shaped mandibles, because they defend the colony by hide their natural enemies. And these soldiers develop from the unfertilized eggs. Termites, mainly there are the four queen, king, workers, and soldiers. Queen, that is mainly one queen is found in their colony, which is developed from the fertilized eggs. It is this is the queen of termites in image B. That is the queen of termites having abdomen is large in size, because they deposit of large number of eggs. That's why their abdomen, expansion of abdomen, or abdomen which is large in size. Generally queen, which is a creamy white abdomen, which is marked with a transverse dark brown strips. It is insect. Firstly or primarily having wings for the taking a nuptial flight for the purpose of mating, and they are the secondarily wingless. Then next one caste, that is the workers, develop from the fertilized eggs. They are a white yellowish in color. Head is wider than the reproductive caste. Mandibles are strong. They avoid light and need high humidity for their survival. They avoid the light because they are the soft-bodied insect. In a figure C, these are the workers. The next one, caste of termites, that is the soldiers. Soldiers are developed from the unfertilized eggs as like a king, and queen and workers develop from the fertilized eggs. So soldiers having a strongly chitinized mandibles because they defend the colony. That's why having a strongly chitinized mandibles develop in a soldiers. Then next one, that is the winged males. Wings present in the males at the time of taking a nuptial flight for the reproduction or mating. These are the winged caste reproductive forms, that is the king of a termites, and these are the worker caste which cannot survive in a hot condition or in a dry air because they are the soft bodied insect. This is also a figure of various caste of a termites, that is the queen. This is the large one, female or queen. This is the winged male or adult stage. Then soldiers, workers. These are the workers. Life cycle of termites. Termite mainly emerge as like a white grub, that is the first onset of a monsoon showers. They comes out from the house of uh, there. They comes out from the house, that is the termitoria. This is the image of a their nest or termites house. So first onset of a monsoon showers, they comes out from that house. The sexual forms leaves their colony for the nuptial flight during evening hours. After a short flight, mating takes place and shed their wings, and the queen and king settle down in the soil. After the mating, they can shed their wings and settle in the soil. A female burrows in the soil, lay eggs, and establish a new colony. A queen gradually grows in size and start egg laying very rapidly at the rate of 1 eggs per second, or 70,000 to 80,000 eggs in 24 hours. Queen lifespan is near about 5 to 10 years. It can live for several years also. There is the only one queen in a colony. Incubation period is near about 1 week in a summer, and within 6 months, larva develop to form soldiers or workers. The reproductive caste when produced mature in 1 to 2 years. 1 to 2 years required for the production of a reproductive caste of a termites. Damaging stage of the termites. Damaging stage. Workers is the only cause damage to the roots as well as stem part of a plants. This infestation result, that is the drying of a plant. Other forms do not cause any direct damage to the crop. So only workers cause damage to the stem portion as well as root portion of a plant. Also, in some conditions, they feeds on a leaves in a semicircular manners, Due to the workers infestation, poor germination of a seeds causing yellowing and drying of a leaves. In the heavy case of infestation, entire shoot which is filled up a soil. Then management practices. First one, management practices: locate the termitoria, that is the house of termites, and destroy this termitoria along with the queen. Or application of fumigants like carbon disulfide, methyl bromide, or CS2 plus chloroform mixture at the rate 250 ml per termitoria is also effective for the control of termites. Then flood irrigation at the time of planting, because it stops termite attack due to the excess moisture, and optimum moisture level will be revived. Fill the gap in the field to compensate the population. Locate and destroy the termite colony. Collect and destroy the termites affected sets from the field. Then application of treatments, set treatments: dip the sets in imidacloprid 70 ws 0.1% or chlorpyrifos 20 ac 0.04% for 5 minutes before planting. Treat the soil with linden 1.6% dust at the rate 50 kg per hectare. Then keep the plant healthy and vigorous. Shortage of water leading to initial drying of a plant may be lead to termite infestation. Hence, keep the crop healthy and vigorous. Shortage of irrigation is helpful for the infestation of a termites. That's why field keep a provide a regular irrigation to the sugarcane crop. Okay, this is about the termites having 4 caste: king, queen. These are the reproductive caste. Sterile caste, in that workers. Damaging stage of that pest is the only termites that can feed on a roots and stem portion. Termites queen is called as egg laying machine because they deposit here about 1 eggs per second, or 70 to 80,000 eggs in 24 hours. कुणाला काय शंका असेल तर विचारा. Okay, this is all about the pest of sugarcane. Major pest of sugarcane: borer. From the borer categories, major pest of sugarcane, which are the mainly borer categories pest, कोणते आहेत सांगता येईल? '97, 2018, 97. सत्त्याण्णव 2018.
Hello, sir.
Major borer category pest of the sugarcane. Give the names.
White grub, and termite also.
Then
Termite,
then Borer complex with sugarcane. Borer complex.
Yeah.
18. 18. 18 number.
Yes, sir.
सांगा borer complex of sugarcane. Borer complex of sugarcane. Borer complex of sugarcane. Registration number 18. आहे का?
Yes, sir.
हा सांगा borer complex of sugarcane. माहिती नाही. मेजर पेस्ट ऑफ sugarcane सांगा. मेजर पेस्ट ऑफ sugarcane. 18 नंबर.
Yes, sir.
सांगा. पेस्ट ऑफ sugarcane माहिती नाहीत. ठीक आहे. Next crop, that is the fiber crop, cotton. This is also a major crop in our state. Mainly cotton production taken in maximum production of cotton taken in our Maharashtra state. From which region? कॉटनचं प्रोडक्शन महाराष्ट्रामध्ये कुठं होतं?
मराठवाडा, विदर्भ.
ठीक आहे. Then one National Institute of ICR, which is located in our Maharashtra state related to cotton. That institute name of कॉटनच्या रिलेटेड एक आयसीआरचे इन्स्टिट्यूट आहे महाराष्ट्रामध्ये. कुठं आहे माहितीये का? कॉटन किती ड्युरेशनचे क्रॉप आहे कॉटन?
6 month.
6 महिन्यामध्ये येतं का कॉटन? 6 महिन्यामध्ये येतं का कॉटन?
6 to 8 months, sir.
किती असते प्रोडक्शन हेक्टर? कॉटनचं प्रोडक्शन किती असते एकरी किंवा हेक्टरी?
एकरी 10-12
माहिती
क्विंटल.
नाही. एकरी 10 ते 12 क्विंटल का? बरोबर आहे का? सीड रेट काय आहे कॉटनचा? सीड रेट एकरी किती लागतं सीड कॉटनचं सोईंग साठी? माहिती नाही. ठीक आहे. Pest of cotton in that mainly reduction in cotton due to the various insect pest. In that sucking pest, borer, bollworm complex pest. This pest mainly reduce the yield in a cotton. In a sucking pest mainly jassids, also called as the leaf hoppers, aphid, thrips, whitefly, mealybugs. Then borer complex in that spotted bollworm or spiny bollworm, pink bollworm, American bollworm. These are the three bollworm complex which mainly contribute in the reduction of a yield in a cotton. Spotted or spiny bollworm, pink bollworm, American bollworm. Then next one after the match cotton balls form and emerge. That time two sucking pests which are cause loss in a cotton, that is the red cotton bug and dusky cotton bug. So these are the various important pests of a cotton. First one, that is the leaf hoppers or also called as jassids. Scientific name Amarasca bigotula. Scientific name Amarasca bigotula. Family Cicadillidae. Order is the Hemiptera. Economic importance of that pest. This is the cosmopolitan pest and polyphagous species widely distributed in our India, where the cotton growing areas or cotton is taken as a major crop. So this pest which is widely spread in cotton growing areas of the various states. Heavy incidence of the pest is noticed in irrigated cotton as compared to the non-irrigated cotton. So irrigated cotton मध्ये jacidचं इन्फेस्टेशन जास्त प्रमाणात असतं. Then mark of identification, adult stage, having a wedge shaped. Wedge shape means WEDGE, wedge shape. Wedge shape, anterior portion of a body which is broad as compared to the posterior portion of a body. Posterior portion is narrow and anterior portion is broad, like a wedge shape. म्हणजे वेज म्हणजे काय आपण मराठीमध्ये पाचर म्हणतो. तर त्याचा जो समोरचा पोर्शन असतो तो ब्रॉड असतो आणि पाठीमागचा जो असतो तो नॅरो किंवा पॉइंटेड असतो. वेज शेप्ड length of a body is near about 2 mm to 3.5 mm. Color of a body, that is the pale green in color and black spots on their posterior, black spots on each of the forewings and 2 spots on the vertex. तर फोरविंगच्या जो पोस्टेरियर पोर्शन आहे त्याच्यावरती 2 ब्लॅक स्पॉट्स असतात. Nymphs generally wingless, pale greenish in color and walk diagonally. Walk diagonally means nymphs generally walk diagonally. That means they walking of that wing nymph which is diagonally means they cannot walk straight in a line. That's why they walk diagonally. Straight in a line, in a straight line, they cannot walk. Nymphs. Host plant, mainly this is the polyphagous species infesting cotton, okra, potato, sunflower, etc. Life cycle in that eggs, adult female deposit near about 30 eggs in a leaf tissues inside the leaf veins singly. Near about 30 eggs deposited in a leaf tissues of a leaf veins. Leaf tissues of a leaf veins. Singly they deposit the eggs. Eggs hatch within 4 to 11 days depending upon climatic conditions. Nymphal stage 7 to 21 days. Life cycle is completed within 2 to 4 weeks. Generations, several overlapping generations in 1 year. Seasonal occurrence of the jacids mainly in the month of July to September. These are the actively feeding on a cotton crop. This is also life cycle of a jacids. Mainly jacids deposit their eggs in a leaf tissues of a leaf veins of a leaves. Near about 30 eggs deposited by singly 30 eggs deposited by the adult female. Then nature of damage stage of that pest, nymph as well as adult. Suck the cell sap from the lower surface of a leaves. At the time sucking the cell sap, they inject their toxic saliva into the plant tissues and produce a characteristic hopper burn symptoms in a cotton. Hopper burn symptoms means burning of a leaves or margins of a leaves start due to the infestation of a jacids because they inject toxic saliva inside the leaf veins. So margins of a leaves gets broken and crumbles into pieces when we crush the infested leaves. Leaves become dry, shading of a leaves and crop growth which is stunted. So these are the symptoms generally formed due to the infestation of a jacids or leaf hoppers and their adverse effect on the yield of a cotton. Then next one, sucking pest of cotton, that is the aphid. Apis gossypi, family Aphididae, order Hemiptera. This is the cosmopolitan and polyphagous pest noticed in all the cotton growing areas of the state. Mark of identification, adult stage having a oblong in a shape. Oblong in a shape means oblong in a shape or shape of a adult is like a pear or pear shape. Pear, that is the temperate fruit, like that's adult aphid shape like a pear or a oblong means anterior portion of a body which is narrow, and posterior portion of a body which is comparatively broad in a shape or pear-like shape of a adult. 2 mm in size, 2 mm in length, yellow to dark green or black in color. Cornicles present on abdomen, mostly wingless, and winged forms are noticed mostly in the beginning and end of a season. Wings are present. Beginning and end of the season, at that time, mostly wings are found in aphids for their migration from one place to the other place. That's why aphids having a wings at the time of beginning of a season and end of the season. Wings are thin, transparent, and head like rope over the body. Host plant mainly cotton, brinjal, chili, potato, pomegranate. These are the major host of a cotton aphid. Life cycle, mostly aphids. In the aphids, mostly viviparous and parthenogenetic type of reproduction is takes place. Viviparous and parthenogenetic. Viviparous type of reproduction, in that instead of deposition of eggs, they directly produce young ones or give the birth to the young ones. That is called as a viviparous type of reproduction. And parthenogenesis means without the mating, female is able to deposition of their young ones. A single female produces 8 to 12 nymphs per day. A single female can deposit or produce 8 to 20 nymphs. In that molting is takes place 4 times. Molting is takes place in the nymphal stage. The life cycle is completed within 7 to 9 days. There are many generations in a year. Seasonal occurrence of that pest, mainly this pest active during early part of a rainy season and in the latter period of a winter season. That time aphid population is much more in cotton field. The nature of damaging stage of that pest, that is the nymph as well as adult suck the cell sap remaining on the lower surface of a leaves. Due to that, impair the vitality of the plants. In case of severe infestation, the leaves which are badly curl, and growth of a plant which is remain stunted. Besides sucking the sap from the leaves, this insect also secretes honeydew-like substance, and due to that honeydew-like substance, black sooty mold fungus growth takes place on a leaves, and these leaves turns into a blackish in color and affected by the photosynthesis due to the secretion of honeydew-like substance or sugary substance from their body at the time of infestation. The next one, sucking pest of cotton, that is the thrips. Scientific name Thrips tabaci, family Thripidae, order. Thrips belongs to which order? Hycenoptera. This is a very small insect species. It commonly known as onion thrips, potato thrips, tobacco thrips, or the cotton seedling thrips. Besides, they cause damage, they also transmit a viral disease, act as a vector of a viral disease in a cotton Distribution and host range. Mainly thrips found in all over the cotton is taken as major crops. Besides cotton, they feeds on onion, leek, garlic, brassicaceous plant, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, sugar beet, melon, pumpkin, cucumber, strawberry, potato, tobacco, cotton, many fruits, ornamental plants. Onion thrips also transmitted important disease in a tomato. That is the first time recorded this tomato spotted wilt viral disease is transmitted by the thrips in the year 1927. Then Markov identification. These strips are very small in size, from 0.5 to 1 mm in length. Body is elongated, elliptical, and slender. Their eyes have a darker color and easy to see. Immature thrips have short antenna. The difference between immature and mature, that is only the wings. Color generally white or pale yellowish in color. Location, majority of immature thrips are found between the young leaves at the top of a plant. Absorb them or you need to separate the leaves from the neck. In behavior, immature nymphs generally feed on the youngest portion of a leaves. If disturbed, they move quickly to find new leaves. This one is the adult stage, having a fringed wings in a thrips. That is the frings or bristles on the wings margin of a thrips. Generally pale yellow or dark brown in color. Life cycle in that females of a thrips breed sexually as well as parthenogenetically. Females can lay near about 30 to 50 eggs during their lifetime in leaf tissues of a fence on lower surface of a leaves. 30 to 50 eggs deposited by the adult female in a leaf tissues of a leaf fence on lower surface of a leaves. Incubation period is near about 2 to 5 days. Nymphal period is near about 7 days. Total life cycle completed within 4 weeks within 1 month, and female can live for 10 to 15 days. Parthenogenesis is a common and progeny produced in this way consists of females only. Female production is much more as compared to the male in a parthenogenesis reproduction. Seasonal occurrence of that pest is mainly active in a post-monsoon period and in a dry spell during the monsoon. At that time, their occurrence is much more in a cotton field. Then nature of damage, mainly in a thrips having mouth part, that is the rasping and sucking. First, they scrape the outer surface of a leaves with the help of rasping type of mouth parts and then suck the cell sap. So rasping means scraping the surface of a leaves and then suck the cell sap. Rasping and sucking type of mouth parts in a thrips. Both nymph and adults with their sucking and rasping type of mouth parts first scrape the epidermal tissues of a leaves and then suck the cell sap. Result of their infestation, Leaves becomes brownish in color. Excessive feeding on leaves led to the curling of a plant and plant remains stunted. So these are the silvery white streaks also observed in a onion due to the infestation of a onion thrips. So this is the cotton leaves severely infected by the thrips. The next one, sucking pest of cotton, that is the white flies, Bemisia tabaci. Family Alurodidae, order Hemiptera. The silver lip whitefly, also informally referred as sweet potato whitefly, is one of the several species of whitefly currently important as an agricultural pest. This pest found throughout the world, tropical, subtropical, temperate habitats. Cold temperature kill both adults as well as nymphal stages of whiteflies. Nymphs are creamy white in color, creamy white to light green in color, and oval in a shape. Oval means egg-like shape. Total nymphal period is near about 2 to 4 weeks, having a 3 nymphal stages. Adult approximately small in size, approximately 1 divided by 25 inches in a length, with a pale yellow color of a body. 2 pairs of whitish wings covered with a white waxy powder. That's why it is called as a white flies. Their wings are totally whitish in color and eyes becomes reddish in color. Life cycle, mainly adult of a white flies deposit 50 to 400 eggs on a undersurface of a leaves. 50 to 400 eggs deposited on a undersurface of a leaves. Within a week's nymphal stage will be hatched from the eggs. Nymphs having a 3 molt and 5 stars. Nymphal period is near about 8 to 10 days, and then adult will be emerge. Eggs to adult duration is near about 18 to 28 days in a warm weather. Nature of damaging stage of that pest is the nymph as well as adults. Mainly both nymph and adult suck the cell sap from the lower surface of a leaves. Chlorotic spots on the leaves, which latter forming irregular yellowish of a leaf tissues which extend from fins to the outer edges of a leaves. Severe infestation result in the premature defoliation of a cotton leaves, development of sooty mold, fungus growth on the infested leaves, shedding of birds, balls, and pore ball opening due to the continuous sucking the cell sap. It also transmit leaf curl virus disease in a cotton. So this is the image in that whiteflies adult mainly suck the cell sap from the lower surface of a leaves. Then management practices for all the 4 sucking pests, aphid, jacid, thrips, and whitefly. First, granule application at the time of sowing. Means granule formulation insecticide should be apply at the time of sowing in that for it 10% granules at the rate 1 to 1.5 gram at each spot or spraying with a 0.03% dimethoate or 0.02% methyl dimeton. Spraying should be undertaken when ETL reaches to aphids in the aphids ETL level, that is the 10 aphids per plant or 50 to 20% plants are infected. At that time, we should initiate the application of chemical measures. In application of 2% neem seed kernel extract or neem oil 2000 ml per hectare, or application of systemic group of chemical insecticides in that imidacloprid 17.85 soluble liquid at the rate 150 ml per hectare, then thiamethoxam 70 Wg at the rate 200 gram per hectare, then calothymidine 50 Wdg at the rate 100 gram per hectare, thiazofos 50 Wp at the rate 100 gram per hectare. For the acids mainly these control measures for the jacids, thrips, whitefly and aphids. ETL level of aphids, that is the 10 aphids per plant. ETL level for jacids 2 jacids per leaves. ETL level for thrips 10 thrips per leaves. ETL level for whiteflies 3 to 5 whiteflies per leaves. At that time we should initiate the control measures. Mainly chemical controls give a good result against the sucking pest. In that systemic group of chemicals should be effective for the management of a sucking pest of a cotton. Also one important biological control for the sucking pest, that is the Verticillium leccani at the rate 2500 gram per hectare. The natural enemies or biological control in that mainly predators like Coccinella septum punctata, Chrysoperla carnea, Brumus species, Syrphid flies. Also, these are the effective predators for the management of a sucking pest of cotton.